Most of the time when clients come to me for a motor vehicle accident, they're typically the ones driving. However, most people don't think about what happens and what your legal rights are if you're a passenger in a vehicle that's been involved in an accident. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about some of the legal rights that passengers have and some of the differences with the insurance coverages available for your damages. One of the first things we consider as a passenger is liability. And that's because as a passenger, you're fault-free. However, there's differences in liability that can come into play, which could have a big effect on your case. In Nevada, we are a joint and several liability state, which means that we just have to prove 1% fault on either of the drivers to be able to collect the full amount of damages for your case. As your attorney, we're actively working on, one, finding out all the coverages involved, two, also determining what kind of liability each party has in the case so that we know the appropriate parties and all of the parties that we could possibly collect from for your case. The other thing to consider, and something that a personal injury attorney can help you navigate, is all the insurance coverages available in an accident where you're fault-free. So one policy that will be available is the liability policy for the vehicle that you're a passenger in. There will also be potentially some underinsured, uninsured motorist coverage or medical payments coverage for the policy within the vehicle that you're in as well. And then any underinsured, uninsured motorist or medical payments coverage that you have on your own policy could be available for you to use as a secondary to that. And then of course, there will be a third-party liability policy for the other involved vehicle. We're talking about many different moving parts here. We want to help you navigate kind of what direction you can take as far as collecting your damages. And another thing to consider is kind of what a passenger is. And most people don't realize that, yes, that could include, a family member if you're related to the driver. There's many different scenarios where passengers and liability and policies can come into play. So it's important to have legal representation so that you're maximizing whatever benefits you could receive for the damages related to your personal injury case. Please give us a call if you have any questions. If you are a passenger in the vehicle or concerned about the rights of your passengers in your vehicle at the time of the accident, call us at 702-381-8888 for help.